That's a good point. So like so it's like the way we, I don't speak for all of us, but like the way a lot of us see school and even college, school after high school, is that it's basically it's training grounds for the corporatocracy. It's training grounds for the workforce. I'm not sure what came on. So
Right.
it's like that's all it's really doing. It's just setting you up to become a cog in the wheel. The education that you're given is not really relevant to life existence on the planet. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
it's training you to be a part of to perpetuate a system or of consumerism, of cyclical consumption.
Right. To like do what they want to do with the world, and I would just have to go along with it because it's my job.
That's right. That's right.
One thing that I kind of missed out on the social commentary today was that it's just it's time for us to make choices for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like constantly, every single day. Yeah, we do get to make some choices here and there. What we're gonna eat.
Right.
Other things. What we're gonna do for fun and whatnot and stuff like that. But on a daily basis, go through your day and determine how many of your choices are already made for you. You're going to work, you go to bed at a certain time. Like essentially the government tells you what time to go to sleep, what time to wake up, when are acceptable times to be up, when are acceptable times to not be up, when you should be out driving, when you shouldn't be out driving, when to go on vacation, all this other shit. It's time for us to stand up for ourselves and to start making our own decisions instead of letting someone else do it for us. I think.
I don't want to take away from the God, but our options are limited. The choices are kind of limited. I mean,
Exactly. We have a limited amount of careers we can choose from, and we cannot be an independent person, which we would like to be sometimes.
Based off of how much money we need to be making in order to survive or have a certain standard of living or whatnot. Our choices are limited in that aspect.
How come they get to decide what we have to do, what courses we have to take, how long we have to take them, how high a grade you need to pass the course, just to graduate and do something that the society wants you to do.
Hey, Ricky, I just want to say one of the things I did in high school was try to convince all my teachers about how fucked up society is. That was one of the best ways that I spent my time. No, dude, no, it's great because teachers, they're low enough. They know what's up. They know that they're getting screwed by the system. They're right there with you. And a lot of my professors at UT even were, sensitive to the cause.
A good friend of ours is a sociology professor at UT. He's down with this information, so it really does help. Reach out to your teachers. Reach out to your teachers. Ask them to watch a movie. It's all about creating critical mass right now.
If you're like your resources is your parents right now, the path of least resistance for you would be to like make the best out of that given situation. But you are a creative individual, everybody is, and so you have to create that dream job, create that life, and live it as much as you can with your community, with your friends. The world's gonna come slower. If you were attracted to watching this crazy TV show and listening to these people, it's because we're starting to realize that we have choices, and it's a choose-your-own-adventure game. It's no longer that kind of...
You're standing up for all the independent people in the world.
Yeah, we're all sovereign individuals, so... It's nice to hear you going through this at such a young age. I just don't want you to feel discouraged because, you can take that pile of, and make a mound of gold, and create anything you want from it. It's nice if you have support from your community and your friends.
Of course.
Because doing it by yourself sucks. We do it all by ourselves.
That's what communities are supposed to be for. Is to help people and to support one another. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to be, messing up people's psyche and everything like that, and just saying, "Oh, well, you don't have a job, piss on you." You know what I mean? Like, we do have the choice to choose our own adventure, but you get less choices once you have more responsibility. For example, a lady with 2 children doesn't really have a choice of how many hours she wants to work. You know what I mean? So
yeah. It's like I try to pay attention to like the things I say now because I'm a single guy. I don't have children or a family to take care of, but imagine in a society though where everything is provided and a high maximal standard of living is in constant works. the family could actually, because right now the home is broken. Both the mother and the father have to work. The kids are in daycare or something like this, and so they really don't get to spend that adequate time to really nurture the child to where it produces a really healthy, well-balanced individual instead of these bipolar disorders we get and things like this.
Children are essentially, I mean,
Right.
regardless of what they do in school, if they have fun. I know I had a little bit of fun in school because I was just a goofball, but some kids, you know, I mean, they're still essentially like in prison all day. They have to go there. If they don't go to school, guarantee you police will be called. You can't just not go to school. They're going to call the police on you, truancy officers. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we definitely have less choices in the society we live in today. But these kids are these kids are essentially in prison all day, and then they wonder why they act like a bunch of banshees when they get outside or something. You know what I mean? It's like, well, they're locked in a cage all day. What do you expect them to do? Shit, you know?
It is like a prison.
Right.
It is like a little prison. There's a warden, principal. You have officers, teachers. The food's the same. The food's provided by the state. The food's the same. It really kind of is. I mean, yeah.
And then GPA comes along. Like, why do you have to like compete with others with the GPA rankings and the rankings of how you're doing in class? Like, how high your grades are just to get in a good college. You know, how about everything be equal? How about you get to go here, you get to go there. You know.
You're right on point, Ricky. You're right on point, dude. Yeah, man, you should come join the show, dude. Ricky, man, this is have you seen any of the Zeitgeist films?
That's crazy. It really is. It's pointless.
Well, hey, Ricky, man, we got another phone call, and but man, I really want you. If you haven't seen any of the Zeitgeist movies, go to zeitgeistmovie.com and start with Moving Forward, man. It's going to be a breath of fresh air for you. Thank you.
I am watching you right now, and all right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ricky. We'll see you soon, brother.
Yep. You have a nice night.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, we've got another phone caller.
Successful phone call.
That was our first successful phone call.
Oh, watch out. I'm smelling Emmy.
And 15 shows. Okay, I think we might have another phone caller. Is that true?
There was a rumor.
Caller, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Excellent. We can hear you. How you doing? Who are we talking to?
You're talking to your co-coordinator here, Jordan Berlingeri in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh,
tonight.
Jordan in the house.
And I'll tell you what, man, one of the things I'm not going to miss in an RBE is activism.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. I do enjoy every moment involved in the movement. Seriously, I think we've covered our job aspect. I'm not going to miss that thing.
Yeah, Jordan, you might have to step outside of your crib or something because we're getting feedback from you.
Okay.
Cool. It does sound kind of alien.
How's that?
That sounds much better, man. Definitely. No, but you were kidding, but at the same time, you were kind of being for real. It's like once we get into an RBE, it's like we can relax.
Dude, I'm gonna have some free time. Fuck.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing this.
We'd be activists for different causes. You know, it's not like we're. You know, I mean, I wonder what we would be activists for in a resource-based economy. What things would we be trying to rally people, you know, for or against? Or
it'd be fun projects. It'd be fun projects. I think it'd be like creative, more.
Getting rid
I
of
guess. Anti-gravity stuff. You think so? Activists?
Getting rid of black jean shorts. That's probably what I'd be committed to the most. Those things are silly as hell. Get out of here.
Yeah, man. Jordan, I know you got some more. What else, man? What else are you not going to miss?
Oh man, you know it's just you know, along the similar lines. You know, the obligations that come. You know, I imagine relationships would be quite different in a resource-based economy. The amount of freedom each individual would have.
Yeah.
So I would imagine, you know, the new friendships that would develop in this RBE, they would probably involve more, you know, of an emotional element and not just this kind of
less abuse.
Yeah, more love. Yeah, bring it down. It would be more love, less abuse. I think it would be people would start really talking to each other, with each other, instead of at each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, it's like they, it's like, what's up?
We probably,
It's like I think these things would change. I would hope, like just common, like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? Good. Just these standard responses we give for socializing right now, where it'll get more specific, like, you know, exactly. You ask exactly what it is that you want to know. Like all of your questions are on purpose. You know.
You won't
Right.
ask that when you really don't care about the answer.
Yeah, you ask that when you don't really care about the answer. You're right.
Tell me about college and all this other stupid shit I don't care about.
Yeah. So like, tell me
Tuition,
about.
I would not miss tuition. I'd love to be able to just to access education and information, you know, at my fingertips, anything I want to know.
Yep. Yep.
It's setting like, you know, in an environment that is conducive for that type of learning, you know.
Yeah. Man, it sucks. We're still only picking up like so many of your words, Jordan, but we're still able to pick it out, man.
Well, something like relationships, I kind of wanted to go back that if humans were getting along by having all the abundance, you are a resource yourself and you put out energy and whatnot. And so your energy, you know, that you would put out when you weren't drained from having to do the life of taking care of the kids and feeding yourself, you know, like the needs for Viagra would not be necessary because people's minds wouldn't be full of all this responsibility and weight and stress. And so that would produce a bunch of healthy people if everybody was sharing intimacy. But this is kind of something that almost needs to be remembered or relearned, how to be intimate one another, because we're always looking at each other as commodities and whatnot. And so that's kind of, I think, important to be able to like start to establish that concept within yourself that you're sharing yourself all the time, you know, and you're sharing your resources, your body, your love, your, you know, whatever you could help and whatnot. And then I think more and more, once we get rid of money, like that's going to be somebody's every day. It's not going to be some, oh my God, you're such an amazing person. You're so nice. It's like, what? Why would I be anything but that? Like, I'm not going to kill you or murder you? Oh, weird.
I'm looking forward to leaving to no more locked doors. I'm looking forward to not locking my doors. I hate having to stop, unlock, open, get in. You know, seriously, it's the little things like that, though.
Waving the hand would be nice.
Yeah, well, it would sense. It would sense you walking up. You just, yeah, that's tight.
Just to.
Hey, I disabled my Wi-Fi. How's that sound for you guys now?
Great.
A lot better.
There you go. A lot better, dude.
Wow.
Good call.
Basically, for me, honestly, what I'm gonna look forward to not having around is like everything, you know, because I think about this all the time. Like everything, every day of your life, you're faced with the effects of a monetary society. You know, like you were saying, locking your doors, you know, hiding your valuables, you know what I mean? The reason why you feel unsafe in a darkened alley late at night is because of money, you know, because you're afraid someone's going to rob you or kill you for money, you know what I'm saying? There's not just going to be there's very few random acts of violence that aren't perpetuated by like the government or something. But, you know what I'm saying? So the reason why you're afraid to walk alone at night is money. So it's everything. Why people speed down the highway, money. You know what I mean? Everything. And so I'm looking forward to the end of all that
Everybody's
garbage.
slowing down. I'm looking forward to everybody slowing down. Slowing down and enjoying life. Yeah. Stopping and smelling the flowers. Stopping for that conversation.
The rat race from any perspective, I'm not going to miss that, you know?
Yeah.
Shitty pop music too.